Hello, everybody. Happy weekend. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to come on because last night I was using the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray, and it's a deck that has like a lot of portals and, sorry, I just want to fix that. It's a deck that has like a lot of gateways and portals, and I noticed that the two cards that came out were like so different. So I let them sit out overnight as I normally do. And I wanted to come on and do a reading based around these two cards because I feel there's a message here for everybody for the weekend. We got angelic frequency, which you can see here. And this is the angels that are coming in. So, and the frequency of the angels with, safety and connection. I feel this is your angels are really close right now. And they want to be felt and seen. They're asking for acknowledgement so that they can help with whatever is happening in your life and in your world right now, and with the collective and the world in general. This is the last weekend before Pluto goes retrograde, so it's the first time in our lives that we will feel a Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So this is big energy, really big energy. And with that, it was so interesting. Like I said, it wasn't like a gateway or a portal that was coming out. It was the angels and the crystal skulls. And this is like the universal mind here. It says clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy. So the angelics and the crystal skull wisdom coming out. It's a very spiritual energy with the collective this weekend. We also have a moon in Virgo, which is very sort of down to earth, practical, get the stuff done, do the work, which I feel like is going to help us. So I wanted to pull a few cards for everybody and see what wants to come out. So let's get a message from the Energy Oracle and clarify these. So inviting in the angelics of the highest love and light, and let's call upon the network of high vibrational, multidimensional crystal skulls to work with us for this reading. And I know in Sedona, there's definitely a network of crystal skulls here, specifically in Sedona, and there are some that I'm very familiar with, so I'm going to connect with them right now. See what we have for everybody. So we've got the Magician and the Mirror. That's amazing. So there's some kind of alchemy this weekend, and I feel that this is us being able to have that authority from within ourselves to alchemize energy. He's working with sort of the fire and the ether here. That's what I'm seeing. This old wise magician, kind of the energy of Merlin coming in. So alchemy and magic this weekend, which is beautiful. And the mirror. So there may be something about relationships, because I always see the relationships really as the mirror to our soul. Okay. And also ourselves, our own reflection. And we're getting the thinking man. And look, he's holding a crystal cluster, and the feathers on his cap. So this is sort of that Aquarian energy. It's almost like a King of Swords, but who's working with crystal magic and spirit. Okay. 46 equals a 10, 53 equals an 8. So the thinking man with the magician and the mirror. Interesting. And a moon in Virgo ruled by Mercury. So it may be a weekend where we are tapping into this universal mind. That's what I'm seeing. For healing, for inspiration, and for insight. And the angelics coming in, also bringing that insight. Very, very interesting. You can see that. It's almost that I'm sensing there's something from spirit that's saying that we are very close. We're very close right now. Very, very connected into cosmic energy and spiritual energy. So with a moon in Virgo this weekend before Pluto goes retrograde, this is a great weekend to stop ourselves from overthinking, overanalyzing, and feeling sort of the confusion from the heart, and tapping into the universal mind. And look at this. You can't make that up. There's the thinking woman, the thinking man, and the thinking woman with the mirror. Wow. So it may even be where you have connections on your mind, you have relationships on your mind, but it's also not just singling out the masculine energy, it's also the feminine. There's a butterfly, there's a book, so she's almost like the high priestess. It's the magician and the high priestess, and there's alchemy. So we can absolutely, if you're feeling a bit stressed out about anything this weekend or tense, breathe through it, okay? Get your body moving. Don't let the energy stay stagnant. We're seeing patience underneath that, and this is sort of temperance with like divine timing. The angelics coming in there. Again, more angelic energy. And everything is in divine timing. Let things be in divine flow. And this is beautiful because we're getting like the energy of Yeshua, the healer of the ages, coming in with this magician. It's like Merlin and Yeshua, or Jesus, coming together. And he's got the fires of purification and the halo of enlightenment. I mean, this is incredible. So I'm glad that I pulled out this deck. Let's see what the environment is inside of our realm here on Gaia. So this is Earth Magic. Since we're in Taurus season, let's see what the environment is looking like, because I feel these are energies for us specifically. These are the energies from the divine, and let's see what the environment is looking like. I saw that in the pre-shuffle. I want to get one more. We're getting the meadow with vulnerability, and I love this card so much because you can see like this is real time where all of the flowers are in bloom, kind of no matter where you live, whether you're in spring or autumn, flowers are blooming. The meadow, such a beautiful place to frolic, to be free, to clear your mind, to connect as above, so below. All this Taurian earth energy of Taurus season, moon in Virgo, and then, you know, this very, very alchemizing, high vibrational energy that's around us. You know, the as above, so below, to allow yourself to frolic, to be free, to get fresh air, to breathe, but also where we may be feeling a bit vulnerable, like we're out in the open and anything could happen at any time, you know, because the flowers still bloom in the meadow, the grass still grows, everything is still growing, even though it can suffer or have to withstand storms, right? And whatever comes its way, it doesn't stop itself from blooming and from growing. I do want to get one more, so this may be okay. This one, these two wanted to come out. Look, what did I say? Breathe or breath. Get outside, get into nature, connect. This is where you're going to find clarity and healing. This is where you're going to find high vibrational energy to relieve you, to relieve the mind. So it's also all of this green. There's a lot of heart healing. So this is going to be a great weekend for mind, body, and soul healing. And the message is so clear: to be outside. At the bottom of the deck where we ended was the ocean. So this may be where you're getting out to the water, you're getting into the forest, you're getting out with the flowers. Maybe you're even doing some gardening this weekend, connecting with the plant medicine, going for a hike, going for a nature walk, going to a spring festival, like whatever that is. And this is where you're going to have this. I feel like some of you are going to have a breakthrough this weekend. Like if you have any kind of a problem that needs a solution, you're going to be able to work it out this weekend, especially like inside of relationships or family or whatever is coming, whatever is happening right now. The angelics are coming in with that beautiful clock of time to say everything is happening in divine timing. And yeah, so let's just get a couple of tarot cards. I'm feeling that this is more of an oracle reading for all of you, but definitely even the foods that you eat. So maybe green juices, green smoothies, green leafy greens. Buy yourself some flowers. Breathe in nature. Temperance. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you can't make that up. That is so beautiful. So yes, we have a lot to balance out right now, and that's what I'm feeling. It's like this feels like the heart with the forest and the green man, and then we've got the mind, the heart and the mind. So definitely some relationships that can be worked out, some emotions that can be worked out, where you can come to center. So this is like a realignment, and this is all in divine flow, and this is definitely a weekend for moderation. So it's not overindulging in anything specifically. It's just being in that middle place. And this is where I feel you are going to have like a big enlightenment. I don't always see an enlightenment with temperance, but I'm feeling that here. Thinking man and thinking woman. So if this is around a relationship, this is an alchemy inside of relationships. The relationship that you have to yourself as well, 100% an alchemy here. Okay, because we also saw the healing energy. So even with Yeshua, the healing energy, divine healing is coming in this weekend. Beautiful. And if you're seeing this later, then this is going to help you through the beginning of your week next week as we approach May. So with Temperance, we have the Chariot. Beautiful. This is such a gorgeous energy, you guys. This is Sagittarius and Cancer Sagittarius. So forward movement, and I feel it's going to be a clarity around knowing the way forward, knowing what you want, knowing how you feel, solving some kind of a riddle. And that's the thinking man and the thinking woman. She's got the book and the scrolls and the butterfly of transformation. He has the crystal cluster and the feathers about having clarity, the heart coming in with all of this nature Gaia energy. There may be something that you're feeling extra vulnerable around sharing or feeling. So I think the mirror's coming in to say to be very honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with really about what you're feeling? Getting to the heart of it. So if you've been more about thinking about it, like, oh, I feel this way, I feel angry, I feel happy, I feel this way, but it's more where the mind is telling you how you feel. This is getting into the heart, really getting vulnerable with it, and then the two come together. The mind and the heart come on board. We've got the Emperor here. The Emperor here, but I really also see him as the Magician. And the canopy of stars above the charioteer's head is really connected to this high vibrational energy and the cosmic energy. So what it's telling me with patience, divine timing, and temperance coming out twice is that this is where the stars are aligning this weekend. And if you're seeing it early next week, then that's going to be the message for you too. So your connection to the cosmic energy, there's no separation between you and the cosmos and the divine. You are so close to the divine. And so I feel this is the stars aligning for forward movement and progress, and just yeah, and just forward movement. So let's get a few more. I mean, you guys, you really can't make this up. Now we've got the Magician twice. So you have all of the tools that you need. Gemini here. Venus is in Gemini. So around matters of the heart, Venus is in Gemini, but she's also out of bounds. It's like 26 degrees of Gemini. So she's really out of bounds right now, and it may almost feel hard to reach the other, hard to reach our heart, and kind of figure out what's going on there. But you can do it. So even again with the charioteer, see, you've got the wand there twice. You have the tools that you need. This is really a time of alchemy, alchemizing what's inside of you, alchemizing more challenging situations. It's the time, and have patience. So have patience with it. You don't have to barrel ahead at 100 miles an hour. It doesn't have to be so fast moving. The forest, you know, it's like that slow growth of the meadow, all in divine timing, all in divine flow. But utilize your skills, your wisdom, your knowledge. You have all of the aces here with the magician to make this happen. To have, these are all big energies. This is all major arcana here. Nine of Wands. So I feel, yes, this is the vulnerability. And this is like your wounded warrior here. This is the vulnerability. You know, these flowers can get trampled on, you know, by a storm, by the rain, by the wind, but they don't stop. They will keep growing, you know, and that's beautiful. So I'm sorry, I'm just pausing to receive the message here. You have what it takes. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You have what it takes. Even if you're feeling a bit guarded or wounded, don't let that stop you, okay? And the Emperor. Wow, this is amazing. The Emperor, the Chariot, the Magician, powerful, powerful energies. Aries coming in now. Gemini, Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius. Let's clarify the Emperor. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so, okay, there may be some details that we feel like we're kind of stuck in, the analytics of it. And it's okay to review, you know, that's a Mercury retrograde. It's okay to review, to take some time to reassess, to see where the highest outcome is, to see really what's best for us. But I'm feeling there's something about not getting too stuck in that, in the over analytics with a moon in Virgo, because this is Virgo energy here, not getting too stuck in the analytics, and not getting too stuck in the mind. Okay, that's really what I'm seeing here. Don't let your mind make you feel stuck, like it has to be your way or the highway. That's the Emperor. Can be very one-sided. Here, the call is really to see things from multiple perspectives, to alchemize the mind and the heart, even if it's around somebody else. There may be somebody who's very stubborn, and even like kind of a negative Nelly, maybe somebody who's kind of stuck inside of that energy, because I feel that you're going to be carrying this higher wisdom of the universal mind here. So, you know, that's something that I feel could be the challenge, right? Is like, well, wanting it one way, and well, if it's not going that way, then I'm not going to be happy. No, this is time to see things from a much higher perspective, and to gain clarity, because I feel there's a higher perspective to all of this. So bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. So it's a lot of earth energy that we're seeing here, you know, with these cards, right? And then the Seven of Pentacles and the physical world, because the Emperor rules over the physical world, but has that connection to the divine. So this can definitely be, you know, these are things I feel we're focused on. We're focused on the long-term stuff. It's wanting to kind of have that stability and that groundedness, and really wanting things to feel stable and solid, but we have to feel that from within ourselves first. So that's the overall energy, is the Ten of Pentacles, where it's like, you know, the king and the queen and the lady and the woman and the man and all of it. So this is it's a very it's an energy of other people, is something that I'm really feeling from this, but also around our long-term growth and stability and what that looks like. So those were the messages for you guys for this weekend. And I'm all okay. Another thing that I'm hearing is not to get too caught up in that, because, you know, this guy here, like, he's sitting on the throne and he has everything. He's got everything, right? So it would seem, but he's all alone here, and like no one's really talking to him. He's kind of, it's like the dogs are the only ones that are coming to him. There's a child there, so this is like generational stuff. And maybe this is like you know, how it was in like the old paradigm where we're just working for this goal that ultimately, um, it's like there's something more spiritual. And that's why I feel this overthinking around all of this stuff. It may not be serving you so much this weekend. It's more about the natural flow of things and doing the work where you can. And that's the moon in Virgo is really going to help us this weekend to, you know, kind of decide what we need to work on. It's just a one step at a time. It's not being so future oriented. I think it's really being in the present, because that's temperance, that's patience. You know, it brings us into the very, very present moment about the now, and what energies you can connect with, what beautiful spiritual energies you can connect with now. I think we're really learning a lot of lessons in this moment about our own alchemy, about our own internal landscape, and our relations with others, and our relationship to the divine, and our relationship to the angelics, and like being in surrender to divine timing, and that this is not in our time. Like the meadow blooms when it blooms, not when we want it to. And just remembering to breathe in all of that beautiful air. The green man teaches us to be in synergy, you know, with the natural world. And the magician does that too, because if you're looking to manifest things in your life, but those things aren't like sort of already written, they're not already created in the etheric realms, then it's like it's futile, you know? So it's really about being in tune with the energies that are already available, and then it's like so much easier to anchor them. Does that make sense? So those were the messages. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I hope that this was well received. I hope that it helped in some way, shape, or form. I'm here if you need anything. And yeah, if there's anything I can do, just reach out. All right. Take care. Namaste.